Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. Got a lot of Xbox on PlayStation talk to talk about in this video. Forza Horizon 5 pre-orders are live right now. We got a price point, we got a date, we got premium editions, we got everything to talk about. So, Forza Horizon 5 Standard Edition is alive right now in the PlayStation Store. It is $59.99 for the base game. It should also be noted, it looks like at this point there is no physical edition of the game scheduled. Xbox head Phil Spencer did note that they're going to continue to support physical media. However, the Forza Horizon Twitter account noted nothing planned for a physical disc release, which I know a lot of people are going to be very, very disappointed by. Also, bear in mind that Forza Horizon historically has been a franchise that does have a window to be live. That is just racing games in general. And when I say a window to be live, it's a window to buy the game and have it in your library. So at some point, years down the line, this game will be delisted from the PlayStation Store, from the Xbox Store. But when it's delisted, it'll still be available to the buyers to download. It just happened with Forza Horizon 4. That game got delisted from all digital storefronts that it was available in. Licensing deals expired. But if you did buy the game, it's still online. You can still play it and everything like that. I imagine Horizon 5 is going to have a significantly lengthier window of being live, and they'll renew deals and everything like that to continue selling it. First of all, they're just releasing the game on PlayStation Now. They're bringing in new updates and everything like that. This game is going to have a longer life, I think, than Horizon 4 by quite a lot. And you also have to remember that Playground is committed to doing Fable right now. There's probably not going to be a new Forza Horizon for quite a while. At least that's what I would think. I do know that Playground's a larger studio, and maybe they're juggling multiple games, but I don't think a Horizon 6 is going to be coming out anytime in the near future. With that being said, it not getting a physical release is obviously disappointing. I know a lot of you guys are all about your physical media these days, but in the case of Horizon 5, at least initially, it will not have a physical disc release. Also, $59.99 is for the base game. If you do want the deluxe edition, that is $79.99. That'll get you the Forza Horizon 5 car pass. The premium edition is $100. And before we go over everything that's in this edition, early access beginning on April 25th. This game came out 4 years ago. What do we mean early access? Early access for a delayed release from 4 years ago, 3.5 years ago, whatever it is? We are absolutely wild and out of control with this early access gimmick. Well, what is the early access here? It's 96 hours, right? Yeah, April 25th. So it's at that level where I am crazy about a 96-hour early access window. Like 72 hours is already pushing me. This 1 week early access gimmick that 2K is bringing in, bro. PGA Tour 25, 1 week early access. Y'all already know how I feel about that. It is obviously incredibly lucrative. I understand why they did it. I'm kind of surprised that Capcom didn't try to bake this into Monster Hunter Wilds. Could you imagine how much money they would have made if they made the deluxe edition of Monster Hunter Wilds, like, offer 48 hours early access? I get it, you probably want to drop the game at the same time, and I don't believe Capcom has been that big into the early access gimmick, but man, they would have made an effing kill. If we just want to talk about making a lot of money, they would have made a whole lot of money on Monster Hunter Wilds. There are certain games that they just finna be making a whole lot of money with the early access gimmick. I think Sparking Zero was another one where the FOMO is just so wild. Like, brothers, this game came out 3.5 years ago. Hey, there ain't gonna be no FOMO. Like, we would have bought an Xbox, but I get that shtick. Maybe because it's the first, like, really major Xbox IP, you can get a little spicy with the early access gimmick. I imagine they'll do that with Indiana Jones as well, because Indiana Jones actually had the early access gimmick as well. And maybe they want to have parity with how the releases were structured on the consoles when it initially came out, like when the Xbox version initially came out. I don't recall. I would imagine Horizon 5 did have the early access gimmick even back in fall of 21, but yeah, I do find that funny more than anything. It's not a big deal in this case as well, because at this point, if it makes money, and I see a lot of you guys say this vote with your wallet, like me bugging out about it is gonna do absolutely nothing. And the fact is, yes, I could look at it that it's a game that came out 3.5 years ago or whatever, but at the same time, we waited 3.5 years, or a lot of people waited 3.5 years to play this game. What's another 96 hours to wait to play the game with the standard release? And with the premium Premium Edition, you do get the car pass, the Hot Wheels Rally Adventure Welcome Pack VIP membership as well. 100 buckaroos for that. But Forza Horizon 5 is tremendous. I love the Forza Horizon games. I think they're absolutely fantastic. I think it's one of the best IPs that Microsoft has put out literally ever. It's a tremendous game, and I see that people getting into this weird, like, just console contest. Oh my god, it's great that PlayStation's finally gonna have a good racing game. Like, first of all, if you want to compare it to PlayStation's, like, premier racing game in Gran Turismo, that would be more applicable if Forza Motorsport was coming out on PlayStation, which, and by the way, Forza Motorsport is generally considered to be pretty bad or mediocre at best. Forza Horizon, on the other hand, is an open-world arcade racer, which, yes, this genre, PlayStation could use more games like that, but to, you know, try to take a shot at Gran Turismo really doesn't work in this instance, but I digress. It's a phenomenal game. Forza Horizon is tremendous, and on top of that, I've said that we're living in this world where a lot of people like to play video games while listening to a podcast, while watching YouTube videos, while watching a television show. I literally walked into somebody's room yesterday, and they were playing a game while also watching the Freren anime. I haven't watched that anime, but, like, that was what they were watching, and I'm just like, yeah, this is, like, a new wave that I see so many people doing, where they game and watch something at the same time. But I've also said that I don't think every game fits the criteria of being a game that you could do something else while playing it. Forza Horizon, an open-world arcade racer, I do think fits that criteria, although the soundtrack is pretty good. Visuals are great. It will be PS5 Pro enhanced. There is a quality mode and a performance mode. Performance mode obviously targeting 60 FPS. That's for the base console. It'll have the two modes, and then if you do have a PS5 Pro, it will be just the case of the quality mode will have ray trace reflections and some enhancements, and then the performance mode will have enhanced visuals. They didn't go super in-depth as far as what to expect on that, but incredibly excited for Forza Horizon 5, man. This is a game that I think every one of you should check out. $60 for a 3-year-old game, obviously, I totally understand, but I'm not even gonna crap on them for this, because guess what? Sony literally released Ghost of Tsushima on Steam in May of 2020. Oh, what was the price point on that? $60. In this case, you do have a $100 premium edition on top of that. I get it, but you know what? That's just the price point that it's gonna be at, and I understand from the standpoint of, yo, we're bringing you our biggest games, buy it at 60 bucks or wait for it to go on sale. And the reality also is it's still $60 on Steam and the Xbox store, but, you know, it goes on sale from time to time. I totally get why they released that $60 right out the gate. Like, you don't want to start off with a lower value point where if you do put the game on sale, you know, it just doesn't look as good. You know, you could put it on sale 40% off in 6 months, and oh my god, you're still getting $36 out of people. If it's 40% off on $30, you're only getting $18 out of people. You get what I'm saying. Like, the price points are the price points. I don't think with delayed releases you can expect games to be 20-30 bucks. That's just not gonna happen. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, thanks for watching. Early access is what it is. I think it's more funny than anything, given that this game came out 3 years ago, but still, a little comedic there, but excited for it. The game's tremendous, and I think a lot of you guys are gonna have a great time with it, and great to see, man. This is huge. This is just huge for PlayStation fans in general. If you're a PlayStation-only guy, think what you want about Xbox, think what you want about Microsoft. They got great IPs under their umbrella, and 2025, could you imagine if 25, all these Xbox games did come out, and Outer Worlds 2 was an exclusive, that Ninja Gaiden 4 was an exclusive, that all these games ended up being an exclusive, you know, that wouldn't be ideal, but now you just got more games to play, and that's certainly not a bad thing, just more competition for your dollar. But that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.